What's up YouTube? Catalyst Gaming here, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video. Sorry I don't have my webcam on today. My dog's knocked over my green screen, so I don't want to just have it a big blocky video like I used to have it. I'd rather just have it with no video at all. But today, I'm going to be going over a community update we had from Cirilla. And she says, this was in the Discord announcements. I'm going to summarize it here a little bit. But she says, hey guys, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on Tormin. They saw our feedback on the game designs. They're reviewing it thoroughly based on our decisions, what they're seeing. The champion will remain strong and a meta changer. They're reviewing his passive skill, most likely, and fix minor bugs in his performance. We want you to understand, and I can't stress this enough, that we will make sure that he does not lose his incredible strength and uniqueness. You will enjoy using him, and he won't become a vault guard. We guarantee that. So that's good to hear for anybody that was able to summon him so far. Whoever has him, you gotta admit he's been quite overpowered in the arena, but he's going to be remaining good with the changes they're doing. It's just not going to be somebody that just stomps all the champions and, you know, is just unfair to use. They go on to apologize for the roller coaster with these changes. They want to make sure that the future of the game balance does not suffer because of this aspect. She goes on to say, we do understand that you guys have been working very hard on getting him, and even though the changes that we are going to introduce will be minor, we are going to give compensation for your effort. They're going to be giving you guys 2 legendary skill books for whoever has been able to summon Tormin the Cold. So that's pretty cool. Then they say that they also know that you have been waiting for other legendary champions to be rebalanced, and she goes on to say that on patch 1.13 they will include balanced patches for champions like South Thalia, Shamrock, Yannicka, and others. They don't state all the others, so we'll have to look forward to see which all champions do get balanced. She says, we will release Faction Wars Rebalance in the nearest future, which will be before patch 1.13, together with some improvements for many champions, which will help you pass the crit bosses faster and easier. And then lastly, she goes to say, guys, last but not least, we hear you, we see you, we hope that we have not lost you, and we will do our best to prove that you are what we are here for, and we do realize that. So, on that note, I figure, what better time to do my top 5 things I would like to see in Raid Shadow Legends. Obviously, they've been looking at our complaints to the game. They're listening and they're wanting to make it better. So, I know I'm a smaller channel at the moment, but I would like to put my 2 cents in the game. What I would like to see in the game as not a big whale, but definitely not a free-to-play player, and definitely somebody that's been here long term. I haven't been able to grind away super actively because I haven't been able to afford a bunch of energy like some of the other guys, but I've been playing this game since probably around July is when I started playing this game. So I've been playing for quite a while, so let's just get right into my top 5 things I'd like to see in the game. Sorry if you hear some dogs in the background. We're fostering a dog overnight. Somebody just dumped him off at this today, so I offered to keep him overnight and until we can find a good home for him. So he's playing with my doggy, and they've just been getting along really well. So I apologize if you hear any barking in the background. So for number 5, I would love to see a lore banner or a lore tab in the index or with a champion somewhere. It just tells you how you can acquire him, you know, reviews for him, recommended artifacts, and his skills, total stats. But nowhere can you see the lore tab for him. Who is Mashalad? Is he a demon guardian for the Underrealm? Is he a bat? You know, who is he? I would love to know who these champions are. I feel like it would give a great boost to the character incentive of wanting to, you know, acquire these champions, because they would have more of an attachment to them. If they can know the lore, maybe they can relate to some of the champions, or maybe they just find some of them really cool. It would make them want to collect the champions more, and when they have them, they would show them off more because they enjoy the champion a lot more. They're attached to the champion. And then for number 4, I would love to see better chances for legendary champions from sacred shards, because if we go into here, info, 6% to get a legendary out of a sacred shard. They're always very expensive in the shop. You can't even buy them in here. They're completely unobtainable in here. so you have to wait until special offers. Now, they're having a Christmas offer right now, so this is actually a really good deal. If anybody can afford this, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. You get 5 Ancient Shards, a Sacred Shard, and 5 Rank 5 Chickens, 800 Masteries, and 45 XP Brews, 800 Energy for only $30. This is definitely a great pickup. I'll be picking this up here in probably this weekend. It gives you pretty much everything you need to get your champion to 6 stars and fully mastery them out. But aside from that, see, they don't have any others in here right now. They're usually a lot more pricey. It's about 2 of them maybe for $100. So they're very expensive to get, and it's only a 6% chance to summon them. Summon a legendary out of it. You get 94% chance to get an epic. That's not even a void epic. So you'd much rather want a void epic than you would a sacred epic. And 5% out of a void shard is ridiculous. It should not be the same percent as an ancient shard. Bump that up to about a 4%. Then get this up to about 12% base. You're making people not want to spend money on the game. If you had the product a little bit cheaper, your demand's high and your supply is unlimited. So bump the chances up a little bit or lower your prices so people are more incentivized to want to buy. You'll be making a lot more money rather than focusing on making new players spend hundreds of dollars right when they start and then not getting anything out of it and then quitting the game. Which ties into point number 3. Better focus on long-term players. They're too focused on bringing in new players with a large amount of their income going to advertisement. They are losing more players than they are gaining due to this method. If they could have a balanced amount of fund to the game content development and advertising, they would gain a large amount of players, in my opinion. Just simply because their advertising is already so strong out there, they could cut some of their funding to advertisement and take that and put it into game development, make the game better, listen to the players, listen to what they want, but don't listen to everybody. I mean, listen to everybody, don't take exactly of what everybody says and put it into the game. You have experts to sift through it and put together, see what people want, make for them what they don't know that they want. No, but if we put all these players into the room together and said, hey, what do you want for a game? We would not have the game that we have right now that we all love. So if you would just listen to your player base, but put your spin in it. You know what you're doing. You've made a great game already. Just listen to us and let us help you improve it. If you bring better long-term content into the game, you're going to be able to hold your long-term players better while also incentivizing new players to want to play more and refer it to their friends. Now, as it stands, people are embarrassed to play Raid Shadow Legends because it's that game that everybody is heavily advertised on YouTube and it's seen as a joke. If you would make your game better for people to actually enjoy it, then it would not be such a joke amongst the community on YouTube. And that brings me to number 2 on my top 5 list. New campaign stages, not just higher level difficulty. Harder is not more content. I'm talking about in Epic 7, whenever they add more content to the game, you get more stages, you get more levels, more story content. In this game, we have no lore tab, we have no good story content, if any at all, and the new content, new campaign content has only been harder difficulty. Add more levels to the game, add some lore to it, make it more interesting to play. And then lastly, number 1 on my top 5 things I would love to see in Raid Shadow Legends added to the game or changed into the game. Real-time arena. Something similar to Summoner Wars, or if you're playing, Pokemon on the DS online against real people, where it's turn-based real-time action. Just competing against AI is not that fun and is very repetitive. The AI is not smart. Just playing on auto is fun to an extent, but it involves no real strategy. All you need is a strong team that's faster than the other team, and you're gonna win. If you add in real-time arena, you're going to have a ton more of your player base actually playing the arena. As it stands now, the majority of the community do not really focus on PvP. They get there, rank up. I'm just trying to do it now. My team's not quite strong enough yet. I gotta get better artifacts. But anyway, they just want to rank it up so that way they can get the better stats and better chests. Platinum Arena is a little bit better, but not much. You don't even get very good, you don't even get that good of loot out of it. But anyway, guys, that was my top 5 things I would love to see in Raid Shadow Legends. This update from Cirilla is really promising. I personally am excited to see the changes to Tormin the Cold, these new changes to the legendaries, and I'm very excited for patch 1.13. Hopefully they listen to some of the community, and maybe they'll see this video, maybe they'll take my ideas into consideration. That'd be fantastic. I would love to see that into the game. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. This has been Kados Gaming, signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.